Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. The Unlimited Father, Bab Dada, has come to give us the kingdom of the world. Baba reminds us what power we need. Every day, we fill in ourselves many powers and virtues and may make this effort. Baba has underlined, sweet children, together with imbibing this knowledge and claiming your golden aged kingdom, increase your power of remembrance and strengthen your purity. The power of yoga means the power of remembrance. The Father is making us to make effort to remember the Father constantly, and we have to strengthen our purity. Question: what should be your aim of the efforts that your children now make? We were listening to the song as how Baba teaches the children to walk in life. In the beginning, when we came, how our life was and what happened in the middle, and how there was a gradually degradation. But now Baba has come to uplift us. What should be your aim of the efforts that your children now make? Answer: to remain constantly happy. In between, our happiness disappears throughout the day. Baba says to remain constantly happy, to become very sweet, and interact lovingly with everyone. Remain constantly happy, become very sweet, interact lovingly with everyone. This should be the aim of your efforts. By accomplishing this, you will become full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. By accomplishing this, you will become full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. Second question: what is the sign of those whose actions are elevated? Answer: no one experiences sorrow from them. Just as the Father is the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness, in the same way, those who perform elevated actions are removers of sorrow and bestowers of happiness. Om Shanti. You sweetest spiritual children heard the song. Who said sweetest spiritual children? Both fathers said this, the incorporeal one, and so did the corporeal one. when both are saying, they are called Bapa and Dada. Dada is corporeal. Those songs belong to the path of devotion. You children understand that the Father has come to instill this knowledge of the whole world cycle in your intellects. On the path of devotion, they sing the song, leave the throne of your sky and come down to this earth. This song is sung on the path of devotion. It is in the intellects of your children that you are now completing your 84 births, and that this play is now about to end. You now have to become pure by having yoga, by having remembrance. Remembrance and knowledge are used in every aspect. The way you keep the aim and study, you have a remembrance and knowledge. A pupil would remember the barrister and would of course take that knowledge from him. They will remember the teacher and they will also remember the study. These two are called the powers of yoga and knowledge. Here this is a new aspect. With their powers of that yoga and knowledge, they receive limited power, whereas here, with the powers of this yoga and knowledge, you receive unlimited power from Baba because he is the Almighty Authority. The Father says, I am the ocean of knowledge. You children have also know the world cycle. You remember everything, the incorporeal world and the subtle region. The Father has given you all of this knowledge that He has within Him. Therefore, you have to imbibe this knowledge. The Father also teaches you children yoga and purity in order for you to claim your kingdom. You become pure and you then claim your kingdom from the Father. The Father gives you an even higher status than He has. You will be worshipped doubly. You lose your status while taking your 84 births. It is at this time that your children receive this knowledge. Baba made our status elevated and then we lost. Baba says you now receive this knowledge. You are given the knowledge of how to become the highest of all by the Father, who is the highest of all. Now where are you all sitting? Baba is making to have this experience. You children understand that it is as though you are now sitting in Bab Dada's home. This Dada, Brahma, is also your mother. That Father is distinct from this Dada, who is also your mother. However, because this is a male costume, a mother has been appointed. She too has been adopted. Creation takes place with a mother. The creation is also adopted. The Father adopts your children in order to give you the inheritance. If anybody is not having children, so in order to have the heir for the property, they take adoption. The Father adopts your children in order to give you the inheritance. Brahma too has been adopted. To enter him or adopt him, it is the same thing. Your children understand this, but you explain it to others, number-wise, according to your efforts. You have to explain to everyone that we are following the Srimad of our Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and are making this Bharat into the most elevated land once again. Baba has adopted us and given the responsibility to create the new world. Each of you should look at yourself and ask, have I become elevated? Baba has made us the instrument to create the new world. We have to check ourselves, have I become elevated? Do I perform any corrupt actions or cause sorrow for anyone? The Father says, I have come to make you children happy. Therefore, you too have to make everyone else happy. Baba is the redeemer of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. The Father never make anyone unhappy, and therefore you children should also check yourself and ask, do I cause sorrow for anyone through my thoughts, words or deeds? The Father says, I tell you children this unlimited story every cycle. And therefore the Father says, you have to check yourself, do I cause sorrow for anyone through my thoughts, words or deeds? Baba is the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. So we have to check our action. Shiv Baba never hurts anyone. Shiv Baba adopted us through Brahma Baba, never causes sorrow to anyone. The Father says, I tell you children this unlimited story every cycle. Baba relates the knowledge it is in your intellects that you are now to return to your home and then go to a new world. You will be transferred at the end according to how much you study now. You will also claim your status for the future. You will return home and then go down number-wise to play your parts. It is a kingdom that is being established, and therefore it is said number-wise, not everyone will take the same status. Everybody will come number-wise to play your parts. Kingdom is being established. Your children understand that whatever effort you make now, that effort is fixed for every cycle. First of all, you have to make everyone's intellect understand that no one but the Father knows this knowledge of the Creator and the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation. The knowledge that we relate to others, that knowledge is being received by the Father. They have made the Father's name, the name of the one who is the highest of all, disappear. There is the word Trimurti. There is also Trimurti Road and Trimurti House. In Delhi, there is the Trimurti Road. The picture of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar together is called the Trimurti. However, they have removed the name of Shiv Baba, the creator of those three, the main one. You children now understand that Shiv Baba is the highest on high. Then there is the Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. You children claim the inheritance from the Father. By remembering this knowledge of the Father and the inheritance, you will remain constantly cheerful. Highest of high knowledge is with the Father. He is the ocean of knowledge. If you remember Him, you will remain constantly cheerful. You got the method to remain constantly cheerful. When you shoot arrows of this knowledge while in remembrance of the Father, they will make a good impact. You receive power from this remembrance. Only through this pilgrimage of remembrance do you receive power. Your souls lost all of your power as you became totally tamopradhana and impure. Your main concern should now be in having to change from totally old and impure and to totally pure. This is the meaning of Manmanabhav as well. Ask those who study the Gita, what is the meaning of Manmanabhav? Who said, remember me and claim the inheritance? It wasn't Sri Krishna who created the new world. He was a prince in the new world. It is, remember, that establishment takes place through Brahma. Who is Karavanhar? Who is Karan Karavanhar? They have forgotten this. They say that God is omnipresent. And that He is present in Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar and in everyone else. They say God is omnipresent. They have mixed everything, they have made everything one. That is called ignorance. Whatever they are saying, about whomever they are saying, they don't know anything. That is called ignorance. The Father says, Ravan, the form of the five vices, has made you so senseless. You understand that you were definitely the same before. For God, they say God is omnipresent. They say lakhs of years for the world cycle. Yes, you were also the most elevated before. In the beginning of the world cycle, Baba made us into deities. We were the most elevated, then fell and gradually became the most impure. The scripture says that God Rama took an army of monkeys. Baba says that is right. Children had become monkey intellect. You understand that you previously really were like monkeys. You now realize how corrupt this world is. We were like this, and the world was also like that. Everyone wounds one another with insults. This is a forest of thorns, whereas that is a garden of flowers. When we go to the deity temple, we become cheerful. We sing their praise. We feel they are flowers, and we feel for ourselves that we are devilish, we are corrupt. This is a forest of thorns, whereas that is a garden of flowers. A forest is usually very large and a garden very small. A garden is not large. They make very big garden in this world, but it is a forest. A garden is not large. You children understand that at this time, this forest of thorns is huge. That garden of flowers of the golden age is very small. The population will be very less. You children also understand these matters number-wise according to the effort you make. Those who have none of this knowledge or yoga, and who don't stay busy doing service, they do not experience much internal happiness. Some say, we don't know why we don't have happiness. Baba explained the reason for this. A person experiences happiness by giving donations. The more we distribute the jewels of knowledge, the more we give the introduction of the Father, we remain happy for that much. It would be understood that he gave donations and performed charitable acts in his previous birth, and that this is why his present birth is so good. Some devotees believe that because they are devotees now, they will take their next birth and are good devotees. The fruit of good actions is also good. The Father sits here and explains to you children the philosophy of elevated action, neutral action, and sinful action. No one else in the world knows about these matters. You understand that because it is now Ravan's kingdom, the actions of human beings have all become sinful. Everyone had to become impure. The five vices entered everyone. Everyone fall down. The five vices entered everyone. Although they gave donations and performed charity, the fruit they receive is only for a temporary period. They still carry on committing sin. Baba explains the total reason. All the exchange that takes place in Ravan's kingdom is sinful. People offer bhog with so much cleanliness to the idols of the deities. They are very clean when they go in front of them, but they don't know anything. They have defamed the unlimited Father so much. They think that they are praising God by saying that the Almighty Authority is omnipresent. However, the Father says their ideas are wrong. They say that wherever we see God, God is in pebble and stones, God is omnipresent. However, the Father says their ideas are wrong. You first have to tell them the Father's praise. God is the highest on high, and we remember Him. By saying omnipresent, God will not be remembered. God is the highest on high, and we remember Him. The aim and objective of Raj Yoga is in front of you. The attainment is so high that is also in front of you. Only the Father teaches this Raj Yoga. Shri Krishna cannot be the Father. He is a child. Only Shiva is called Baba. They go to Shiva temple. They sing the praise. Shiva, you are the innocent Lord. He doesn't have a body of his own. He takes this on loan. This is why we are called Bab Dada. Both are sitting in one, and therefore they are called Bab Dada. That one is the highest on high, the incorporeal Father. The creation cannot receive the inheritance from the creation. In a physical relationship, sons receive an inheritance from their father. Daughters don't receive it. Nowadays there is a law that the son and daughter both receive the inheritance. The Father has now explained that all of you souls are His sons. Baba doesn't call daughters. Baba says, all of you souls are his sons. In the beginning, Baba used to call everyone, come my child, come, you are my sweet children. And that all are sons and daughters of Prajapita Brahma. In the corporeal form, you are all sons and daughters. You don't receive an inheritance from Brahma. It is only by belonging to the Father that you can receive this inheritance. This Father is sitting here personally in front of you children and explaining this to you. There cannot be scriptures created of all of you. You write it down, you print literature, but nevertheless, no one except a teacher can explain it. If there aren't any teachers, no one would understand it simply from the books. There are school, college, and universities. No one would understand it simply from the books. You are now spiritual teachers. The Father is the seed of the human world tree. He has the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole tree. He sits here in the form of the teacher and explains to you. You children should constantly have the happiness. Who is teaching you? What is teaching you? You children should constantly have the happiness that the Supreme Father has made you his children, and that he then becomes your teacher and teaches you. The highest on high, the Supreme Teacher, made us belong to him and teaches us. And therefore Baba says, he becomes your teacher and teaches you, the one who adopted you. He is also the true Sadguru. He takes you back with him. The bestower of salvation for all is one. The Father is the highest on high, and he gives the inheritance to the people of Bharat every 5,000 years. The anniversary of Shiva's birthday is celebrated. In fact, the word Trimurti should be put next to Shiv Jayanti. In the beginning it was said Shiva's birthday, but later the Trimurti word was prefixed. You celebrate the Trimurti Shiv Jayanti. Nothing is proved by only celebrating Shiv Jayanti. When the Father comes, Brahma takes birth. You become his children. You become Brahmins and your aim and objective is put in front of you. The Father himself comes and carries out the task of establishment. Your aim and objective is also very clear. The importance of the Gita was destroyed when Sri Krishna's name was put into it. This too is fixed in the drama. This mistake will happen again. It will repeat again. The whole play is about this knowledge and that devotion. The Father says, beloved children, remember Alpha and Beta, the land of peace and the land of happiness. This is so easy. Ask anyone the meaning of Manmanabhav and see what they reply. Ask them, who is the one called God? God is the highest on high. He can't be omnipresent like they say. He is everyone's Father. Trimurti Shiv Jayanti will soon be here. When any occasion will be in front of us, Baba would be speaking about that. We will be celebrating Trimurti Shiv Jayanti, and therefore Baba says, Trimurti Shiv Jayanti will soon be here. Make a picture of Trimurti Shiva. The highest on high is Shiva, and then there are the residents of the subtle region, Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. The highest on high is Shiv Baba. He changes Bharat into heaven. Why do you not celebrate his birth? He definitely gave the people of Bharat their inheritance. It was their kingdom. The Arya Samajis will also help you in this because they too believe in Shiva. You must hoist your flag. On the one side, there should be the world cycle with the Trimurti. There are many methods for service. Baba says you must hoist your flag. On one side there should be the world cycle with the Trimurti, and on the other side the tree. Actually this should be your flag. It can be made. This flag should be hoisted for everyone to see. In the very beginning, the flag was not hoisted in the centers. Now it is being hoisted. It contains the whole explanation. The Kalpatri and the world drama cycle are absolutely clearly shown in this. Everyone should see at what time their religion begins. They themselves can calculate it. Explain the cycle and the tree to everyone. Each and every religion is shown. When did Christ came? Where did all of those souls reside before that time? They will reply that it must have been in the incorporeal world. We souls change our form. We come down here and take corporeal forms. People also say to the Father, change your form and coming to the corporeal world. There are very good lines in the song. He comes down here. He doesn't come in the subtle region. Just as we change our forms while playing our parts, we also ask Him to come once again. We also ask Him to come once again and teach us Raj Yoga. Come and explain the knowledge of the Gita. There is this line in the song. Raj Yoga is taught to change Bharat into heaven. These are very easy matters to understand. In different ways, Baba explains this knowledge. Your children should be interested in doing this. You must imbibe this knowledge and inspire others to do the same. You should correspond with one another about this. The Father comes and changes Bharat into heaven. It is said that 3000 years before Christ, Bharat definitely became paradise. Therefore, you must send the picture of Trimurti Shiva to everyone. We print cards, etc. Make a stamp of Trimurti Shiva. There is also a government department of those who make stamps. There are many well-educated people in Delhi. They can do this work. Baba explains many methods to do service in the Murli. Your capital will also be Delhi. In the beginning, Delhi was called a land of angels. In contrast to this, it is now a graveyard. So all of these matters should be in the intellects of your children. What Delhi was before and what it has become now. And what it will be in the future, your children should explain all of this. Then what will be your stage? You will stay constantly happy. The highest on high Father will make you the highest on high. You must now stay constantly happy, become very sweet, interact lovingly with everyone, make effort to become full of all virtues and perfect with the 16 celestial degrees. You have to know what your aim is. This should be the aim of your efforts. You have your aim, however, no one has yet become this. Baba says your children have to become sweet. You have to move with one another very sweetly. You have to move on with one another very lovingly. This should be the aim of your efforts. However, no one has yet to become this. Your stage is now ascending. You have to imbibe divine virtues. You are engaged in making your effort. Your stage is now ascending. You ascend gradually. Baba keeps signaling you in many ways about doing service on Shiv Jayanti, through which people will understand that your knowledge really is great. It takes so much effort to explain to human beings. There are many things and many knowledge instilled in the human beings on the path of devotion that has to be cleared. A kingdom would not be created without some effort being made. You ascend, then you fall, and you ascend again. You children experience one storm or another. The main thing is remembrance. You must have remembrance in order to become Satopradhan. This knowledge is easy. You listen to little knowledge and you will continue to relate knowledge to anybody very well. This knowledge is easy. You children must become the sweetest of all. In becoming sweet, Maya takes many forms. Your aim and objective is in front of you. Lakshmi and Narayan are very sweet. So Baba says you children should have the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan in your homes. You experience so much happiness on seeing them. Baba says your aim and objective is to become Lakshmi or Narayan. This is the aim and objective of you students. God is the one who is teaching you. Acha. To you, sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, Father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you spiritual children. We spiritual children's love, remembrance, good morning and Namaste. Even though if you don't remember the whole Murli, at least 2 points should be fit in your intellect so that throughout the day you will be having the churning of the knowledge. Essence for Dharana, first point. Keep this knowledge and the inheritance you receive from the Father in your awareness and remain constantly cheerful. What do you have to keep in your intellect? Keep the knowledge and the inheritance you receive in your awareness and remain constantly cheerful. You have this knowledge and yoga, So stay ever ready on the field of service. Second point, remember the land of happiness and the land of peace. You have to become as sweet as those deities. Again and again, Baba is reminding us as how we have to imbibe sweetness, stay in unlimited happiness, become a spiritual teacher, and donate this knowledge to others. Every day Baba is giving the donation of knowledge to we children. Baba says, become a spiritual teacher and donate this knowledge to others. Blessing. May you become karmatit like the Father and be free from your body, relations, and material comforts. May you become karmatit like the Father and be free from your body, relations, and material comforts. If those who maintain their soul conscious form while looking after their households as instruments according to the directions and not of attachment, were to receive an order to depart now, they would do so. They remain detached and loving. When the bugle is blown, if you do not pass your time in thinking about it, you would be said to be a conqueror of attachment. Therefore, check yourself as to whether any bondage of your body, relations, and material comforts is pulling you. Where there is some bondage, there will be an attraction. But those who are free will be close to the karmatit stage like the Father. Those who are free will be close to the karmatit stage like the Father. Slogan: together with giving love and cooperation, also become a form of power, and you will receive a number ahead in the kingdom. Every day we get the point to become powerful and to do the service of the mind. With your powerful mind, do the service of giving sakash. To the extent that you use your body, mind, wealth, and time at the moment, by serving with the power of your mind, you will receive greater success in a shorter time. At the moment, you sometimes have to make effort for yourself in transforming your nature, in moving along with the gathering, or sometimes when you see that there isn't so much success in service, of not being disheartened, so all of that will finish. Om Shanti. Brother Brijmohan is good with his health, and for 5 minutes we will definitely give sakash to the brother. There will be a small program today. At 10 a.m. you will all come to the Diamond Hall. There will be meditation between 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And then Brother Madan from Fatehbad will give class. And from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Sister Urmila will give class. 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. there will be meditation, and from 6 p.m. onwards there will be Brother Satish Gupta's class. Shantivan Nivasis, brothers and sisters, pay attention. All these surrendered brothers who has not got a godly gift on behalf of 18 January will get the gift from hall number 88. You will definitely go with the smart card with you. In the evening, Shantivanivasis and trial brothers and sisters, Brother Kadravalli will give health tips and have question answer. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Gyan Moti Meditation Hall. And if any teachers are having interest in this, can participate. Pay attention. If you get anything here and there lost, you will deposit in Lost and Found department. It is on the brother's side. Nobody will come up on the stage to have any cultural activities. It is the Avyakta month, and therefore we will only have constant remembrance of Baba, and also send a Sakash to Brother Brijmohan for 5 minutes. We will give light and might. Om Shanti. The word Yad means remembrance of only one Father, and there should be no remembrance of others. And due to the Father's remembrance, what is not filled inside the Father, if we sing the Father's glory or remember the Father's form, the ocean of knowledge, ocean of love, ocean of bliss, ocean of happiness, ocean of peace, ocean of power. We keep remembering these forms of the Father again and again. And the meaning of remembering those forms is whichever form we remember, we keep experiencing that form. Om Shanti.